Hello, my name is Peter Parfitt and welcome to the New Brick Workshop. This is a workshop notes video, a short one, just to answer some queries from viewers and also show you a couple of sort of nifty neato things which I've been up to. I'm going to start right away with this. This is a piece of 3mm brass rod. Now brass is pretty stiff, can be difficult to bend because it can be brittle, and so what you need to do is to soften it. And with brass, in order to do that, you've got to heat it up and then let it cool down slowly, naturally. If you were to quench it in water, it would go stiff again, hard. Now copper is the opposite. In order to soften it, you heat it up and then quench it, and it's softer. But anyway, brass, heat it up, let it cool. And I've just bought, and I'll get the box, which is just here, this rather neat blowtorch. It was only about £28 or something like that from a company in the UK called Toolstation, and it comes with everything you need, and it can get very, very hot, or the flame is very hot, I should say. So I'm going to use this to heat up my bit of brass, and then I'm going to let it cool down slowly. Now this Ghost System little butane torch is very easy to use. There's a gas supply knob here. You just turn that on so the gas is flowing, and that gives you a little bit of control of the flow. And there's a little piezo button. You press that to ignite it. It comes with a little stand, so when you're not using it, you can just pop it down and it can cool off in safety, or you can have it on its stand as you use it. One of the things I liked about this was that the gas cylinders are relatively inexpensive, just over £3 for a gas cylinder, and I think that for this sort of workshop use, a cylinder will last quite a long time. Anyway, so I've got my piece of brass rod here. I'm going to hold it in a pair of pliers because it's going to get hot, but first of all I'm going to light this. There it goes, and they do recommend that when you first light it, that you leave it to warm up a bit so that the nozzle area is quite hot. Anyway, I'm going to use it like this. I'm going to hold this in the flame. And I've held it like that until the sort of bluey tinge came along. And I'm now just going to let it cool down slowly. It won't take very long. And then I'm going to bend it. Now this is a mechanism I'm making for a box, and basically when the box lid is shut, the box lid pushes down on here, lowers this down, and then these pieces engage with the 3 drawers in the box to stop the drawers being opened. Now what I've done is I've measured from the end of there to where I need to start the bend, and that's consistent with all of these. So there it is. I've put my vise so I'm bending it in the right place, and I'm just going to bend this round now. It's bending nice and easily, and that is absolutely perfect. That's that done. One other little trick, when you're trying to measure across the length of something like this, put a piece of wood against one edge so that you can then push the ruler against it, and then you can then concentrate on the other side. And for me that's 3, 5, 9. I had a visitor come into the workshop recently, and I was in the process of sharpening my Veritas planes, and he saw me using this scary sharpening system. If you need to know about this, look for the Woodworkers Workshop here in the UK. Anyway, so I thought I'd just show you the idea. I've got this Veritas honing guide, and you just set this piece up here to the width of the blade, and this is a 2-inch blade, and then you insert the blade in here, pushing up against that edge, and then you tighten a couple of screws here. So that's now held in place, and I can now remove this guide, carefully watching not to cut myself. Now this is a sheet of float glass, and it's renowned for being absolutely flat. and I've got stuck to it 4 grades of diamond honing paper. 40 micron, 12 micron, 9 micron and 3 micron. I don't know what that is in grit sizes, but it probably goes down to about 6,000 or something, I don't know. And before I start, I use a felt tip pen across here so that I can check that I'm covering every part of the blade and it's set up properly. Here goes the water. This is lubricated by water. Very simple. Put a little bit of water on each of these. And when you finish with each blade, I then wipe this off with a cloth, and I've got some cloth here. So having done that, the Veritas honing guide has got a roller there. All you need to do is now push this down, and you can set this at different angles according to the setting on this piece, where you can look all that up. And then all you do, you literally just start going up and down like this. And you don't have to put any effort into it. You don't have to push hard. Just get going. And initially you want to just check, as you can probably see here, yes, I am honing this evenly across the width of the blade. So that's creating a new sharp edge. This is the 40 micron. After about 20 goes or so, I then go on to the 12 micron. The beauty of this system is that it's so simple, and once you've got your planes or plane irons really nice and sharp for the first time, then all you need to do is to spend literally, what is it, probably going to be less than a minute popping them into a gadget like this. And I really do recommend this Veritas honing guide. It's absolutely super, very well made. Pop it into there, get your scary sharpening float glass thing out, and away you go. And then that's that. I'll just dry this off. Anyway, once I've done that, I want to get any burr off here, so I just place it flat on the 40 micron and just give it a little whiz like so. And then that's it. And I'll just see how this goes. Beautiful. Look at that. Now it is important when you're cutting wood, particularly those species which are known to irritate the chest, that you wear some sort of respiratory protection. Now, I've been asked about this several times, and I thought I'd better just tell you what it is. It's a trend respirator, and it's really, really good. Built-in ear defenders, face mask, and the filter's really good at the back. It's the Trend Air Pro Max, and for the half dozen people who've asked me in the last year or so what it is I've been wearing, that's what that is. Now, if you've not seen this before, this is my track saw cutting station, created with the path guide system from Axminster. Now, this gives you really, really accurate 90-degree cuts. And to give you an idea of how accurate it can be, I've recently had a note on my YouTube channel from a chap who said that he's managed to get a right angle cut to within 0.000131 of a degree. That's 0.300131 of a degree. And that is absolutely astonishing. Now I want to put a nice rounded end on this piece of brass bar. And so what I've got is I've got a piece of wood here. This is 4mm in diameter. I've drilled a hole in this piece of wood at this end, and it's 4.5mm in diameter. I've got that in the drill, turn the drill on, And then when I'm done, I can finish it with a bit of fine sand paper. There I have my really nifty neato smooth end and a nice clean bit of bar. Well, that's the end of this video with tips and tricks. There will be more, but I thought I'd better just show you this artist box that I'm making. It's nowhere near finished yet, and you can see the sort of detail I'm trying to put into it. And it will have a secret locking mechanism. Well, it won't be very secret by the time I show it to you. And also the way of locking those drawers, which I indicated earlier in this video. Many thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.